The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Charlotte Hornets. Checking out the Hornets, playing above 500 in the last few weeks. Not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. And with some time here to spare, let's talk leadership in the NBA. Kenny, who would you say are the best leaders on the floor in the league?
Wow. Well, obviously, the great Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs with his leadership with Greg Popovich. They're the top of the list. You know, I also like Kevin Durant. You know, Kevin Durant's leadership is probably unparalleled or underrated, I would say, from his position, because he always has his team in position to win.
There's two type of leaders, Ernie, the vocal leader and the one that leads by example. One of my favorite vocal leaders, Chris Paul. Dirk Nowitzki is not very vocal, but he leads by example. LeBron James does both. Very vocal at times, very animated.
Joakim Noah's not bad either now for the Bulls, even though he's not the greatest of those players, but he's a good leader.
Yeah, but LeBron does both.
What kind of a leader were you, Shaq?
I was vocal. I used to get in people's rack, Ernie.
Did you?
Mess around if you want to. Tear the locker room up.
What would you do if you had a guy like Kenny on your team?
I wouldn't do anything for Kenny because Kenny would make me look good because I know for a fact if I kick it out to Kenny, he's going to knock it down.
And you know, I would be the first thing I would say, if we don't get it to Shaq, I'm slapping someone.
Let's get it to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
You just scared me.
The Hornets are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this game. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. You look at Orlando. Very strong basketball is the recipe for them right now. 4 straight wins, looking for number 5.
And right now for the Magic, they have hit the ground running this year. The work they did in the offseason has paid huge dividends right away.
Sure it has. I mean, they came out of the preseason with a...
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Passes it to Hezonja. The tray. The rebound by Chen.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
That's good.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Pick by Vucevic. From outside the arc. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
He had a nice open look right there.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Here's Fournier, defended by Batum. Here's Vucevic, once again off the mark, Orlando. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Celtics in Boston.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Payton kicks to Fournier. Back to Payton. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The free throw off from Payton. Charlotte leading by 12. Feeds to Batum. Jones the pass to Chen. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that. Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Hornets lead by 12. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Here's Oladipo coming off a stellar performance against Boston. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Orlando, Oladipo is out there with Hezonja. Then there's Harris. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Gibson in at the 4 spot. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Zeller. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Pick by Zeller. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist penetrating. And there's Al Jefferson on the assist from Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's 6 points for Al Jefferson.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Oladipo for 3. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. Walker was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Doris.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Pass to Chen. 9 feet out. The shot is off. And it's the Magic taking it the other way, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, you look at these teams, evenly matched, similar capabilities. That makes for exciting game. We'll see if that's the case tonight.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
He dishes it to Jefferson. The feed now to Kid Gilchrist. The shot no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Magic trail by 11. Oladipo with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Vucevic a screen on Jefferson. And it's Harris off the drive. That's tipped, but they'll get another chance. The wide open look here for Vucevic. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
And there's the pass to Chen. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Hornets lead by 11. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Vucevic. Jefferson with some nice D.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And a wide open look for Walker, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Really left alone that time. Kazanya's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Magic.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating, and Charlotte again with the bucket. Now, here's Oladipo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining.
1:57 left now here in the second. And that one's good.
Oladipo with the shot.
And here's Walker. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score.
And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. The Hornets, number 1.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Orlando. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, there's the Hornets, a game and a half out.
And checking out Charlotte, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
I was one of those who was thinking that thought, that they would take a big leap. It's still not too late. No better place to get right and tight than at the postseason.
Oladipo misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. they've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Pass to Fournier. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They've led by as many as 14 points. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And the thing I took away from that one was just how valuable their guys coming off the bench were.
I thought the reserves were the difference in the game, Greg. I mean, a lot of the scoring came from the bench.
Payton dishes to Fournier. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Down low, just 5 to shoot. Good! And that's now 11 points for Vucevic. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Captain Clutch, covered by Payton. No good from Chen.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
There's the screen. Oladipo, the pass to Gordon. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Inside. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Vucevic has got 13. And so we wrap up the first half. Hornets ahead, up 11. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. Our movement off the ball has been fantastic. All you need to do is look at our field goal percentage to see that. You can't shoot the ball as well as we have without good movement, and it has been very good. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. All right, everybody got it? Now let's get out there and tack some points onto that lead and make it a mountain that's too high for them to climb.
Fans, get ready for goal.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, 13 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
On the floor for Charlotte, Zeller and Jefferson are inside. Jeremy Lin is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3. Here's Payton. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks to Dedmon. Here's Gibson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Let's see where Charlotte sits right now in the league ranking. First in field goal percentage. First in fewest turnovers per game. And they're number 1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
And it's tied up with that one. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. To the middle. Swiped away. Payton outside. Lasagna. Batum grabs the miss. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Outside, Jones. Passes it to Chen. Shoots it up. That's good on the jump shot. Captain Clutches got 6. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. There's the pick. To the paint. Here's Dedmon. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Dedmon's got the lead up to 1 now for the Magic.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And there's another one for the Hornets.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Gibson a screen. Payton dishes to Gibson. Offensive rebound. Dedmon. The shot from the low post is good. Dedmon's got 6. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jones. Boom, he jams it straight down.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Payton passes to Gibson. Dishes it to Gordon. Walker against Payton. Kicks it to Gibson. 6 on the shot clock. And the baseline jumper, no good. Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Batum, good.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
The Magic trail by 3. Stolen. Here's Walker. It's tipped. There's Lasagna, defended by Batum, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Hornets lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. At the 2 and the 3, it's Fournier and Harris. And it's Oladipo in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Jefferson setting the pick for Lynn. Shot clock at 6. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists in the game. Oladipo against Walker. And Oladipo kicks to Fournier. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Charlotte leading by 5. There's the dish to Lynn. Jefferson, a screen on Harris. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Jefferson. And good on the basket. Book it.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Oladipo. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Walker dishes to Jefferson. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Oladipo with the ball. Here's Fournier. Vucevic, a screen on Lynn. For 3, Fournier. Good on the shot.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Walker in the corner. He feeds it to Zeller from 11 feet away, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Takes the 3. Harris misses.
And nothing fancy really about that play. That's just good old-fashioned hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
They just haven't been able to find an answer for Lynn. He has 9 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
The first one falls. That one is no good.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Here's Harris. Bullseye.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Lynn with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Pick by Zeller. Out to the wing. And here's Walker outside. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. Hornets leading by 4. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Jefferson inside. He's against Gordon. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And Oladipo kicks to Fournier. Orlando gets it back. Here's Gordon. Feeds to Harris. Oladipo outside.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
To the paint. Goes up again. No luck. Jefferson with some nice D. Charlotte has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Al Jefferson.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. Orlando making some changes. Gibson comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Payton in for Fournier. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
And Walker kicks to Lynn. There's 1:26 left in the game. Off target with the jump hook. The Magic trail by 4. Harris passes to Payton. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Payton. The kick out to Oladipo. At the elbow, Vucevic. Here's Gibson. Count it!
Those are huge points. Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. The feed to Lynn. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Here's Harris. And it's good. Caught through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
One shot. One shot.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Those and ones can be really critical moments in a tight game like this one.
Walker goes in. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Hit by Zeller. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Jefferson. Money!
Jefferson really starting to light it up. Big Al making them pay.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Payton kicks to Vucevic. It's stolen by Jefferson. And here we go with Kid Gilchrist heading to the hoop. Good!
You know, they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind for them right now.
11 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
They have a chance to tie it up.
A 3-ball would do just that.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Oladipo can't connect. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.